Hello all. My name is Shannon. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was fortunate enough to grow up in a family who believed in Jesus. I can't think of a time when I didn't have a version of him in my life. I never really thought twice of actually changing my behaviors or habits because what I was doing or saying canceled out my sin. My roots were in what someone else was telling me about the Bible. Then, when I was desperate for some changes, I started believing in a Jesus who died for me to have my best life on earth, for health and prosperity, for no suffering. After years of that version, I felt hopeless. My healing that I was promised wasn't happening. My words weren't working. My faith was not big enough. It was all about me. I started praying for truth, even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. The entire context of the Bible began to change. I started seeing we were promised suffering. John 16:33 says, "In the world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." Then I saw it was not about my works, and it was not about my words or my sacraments. It was entirely about what he did for my sin. For the first time, I really saw myself as a yucky sinner. Super yucky. And I was actually crawling out of my skin for a few days. It was then I repented, I truly repented for the sin that nailed him to the cross. Then it was his sacrifice and what he did that saved me. There's nothing I can do or say to make me his. The gospel became so clear. It took all the weight off of me and made me want to change. Not that I am perfect, I am very far from it, but I know that I am saved by grace alone, through faith alone, in Christ alone. For the first time we came to Harvest to check it out, Pastor Ricky read 2 Timothy 3. For a time is coming when people will no longer listen to wholesome teaching. They will follow their own desires and look for teachers who will tell them whatever their itching ears want to hear. And they will reject the truth and chase after myths. And that was like everything I was doing. So that was pretty confirming to me that we were in the right place. And also, I had bought a sign like way before any of this happened that said, "You are loved." So I knew we were in the right place. It's hanging on my wall already. So I thank God for his grace and patience with me, and I look forward to continuing to grow in truth with all of you.
Shannon, it's wonderful to hear your story. You're thrilled what God's doing in your life. And it's my joy to baptize you, my sister in the Lord, not based on anything that you have done, but only by the finished work of Jesus Christ. And baptize you in his name, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, bearing the Christ in baptism, and raised to walk in newness of life.